I'm vlogging. It's boring. I'm Colleen. That's you, Mommy.
Howdy ho, Rangers, it's the weekend. Flynn said that the weekend is for the pet store. He wrote this for me and Eric today.
And me.
And for himself. And it says, we only go to pet stores on Saturdays. So what do you want to do then?
I don't know if we're gonna get a pet or something.
I don't think so. We can go look at pets. All right, let's skadoodle. Pet store, trigger warning if you don't like snakes. I'm about to show snakes. Fast forward a little bit.
We're at a pet store. There's lots of things in here. Mostly snakes, but there's other stuff too. But mostly snakes, snakes, lots of snakes. Snakes, snakes, and a tortoise. Here's another tortoise. And here's a lot of empty tanks. And here's another snake, snake, and an iguana or something. What is that? And there's a goldfish. And there's lots of other fish. Oh my gosh, look at these fish. There's so many beautiful fish. How'd they get that color? I don't know. Did they dye them? Or maybe they're like that naturally. I don't know. It's so cool. There's a parakeet in a cage in a glass box at the pet store.
Pet store was amazing, right? We did not get a pet, but Flynn did get a dinosaur, so maybe that's kind of like a pet, huh? Then we went to the bookstore, and we got a few
That's
books.
where I got this dinosaur. I got it at the bookstore.
So here are some of the books that we got at the bookstore. The Pout Pout Fish, oh, sorry. The Pout Pout Fish and the Worry Worry Whale. That'll be a good one. I'm very excited about this one. This book is called The Book That Can Read Your Mind. We gotta try that out. There's a little bunny magician. The person at the bookstore recommended this one, so I'm excited about that. This is the one Flynn picked out.
The sticker book.
Build Your Own Trucks with Sticker Book.
Oh, cool.
Stickery booky.
I want to build it now.
Go for it. And then this one looked fun too, called While You're Asleep. I haven't read it yet, but I think it's about all the different animals that are out and about while you're sleeping. And I think that the kids will really like this one. Yay, we love books. We stopped at the grocery store and Flynn wanted me to buy this melon. This is a horned melon, a kiwano melon. I don't know. I feel like I've tried this before in a vlog, but maybe not. I don't know. But I'm gonna try it right now. She's very juicy. I remember this. I've had this before. I think I've tried this in a vlog. That's what it looks like on the inside. Slimy. Okay. Oh my gosh, if you have that phobia of like little holes and things, you would hate this. It's like slimy, snotty seeds. I'm pretty sure I've tried this before. Tastes like grass, but also the seeds like don't seem edible. Look at that. Gross. It's not that it tastes bad, it just tastes like I shouldn't be eating it. It tastes like grass or like the rind of something I'm not supposed to be eating, and the seeds don't feel like I could eat them. The seeds seem like you can't chew them. They're like not a crunchy seed, it's like a soggy, tough, like cardboard kind of vibes. I don't know about this. Have I tried this before? I don't remember. Well, that was best. I was craving French fries when I was out and about with Flynn. Don't mind my hair, by the way. Holy smokes. But we needed to get back home, so now I'm gonna make some roasted potatoes. It's not quite French fries, but it is delicious. I used to make roasted potatoes all the time, but then I had more kids. I'm just cutting my potatoes into like eighths, little tiny chunks. Then I'm gonna throw them on my baking dish and season them and bake them, and hopefully they'll be delicious. I haven't made one in a long time though, so who knows. So I'm just gonna put some olive oil on these potatoes, a little dollop of butter, some salt and pepper, and some herbs. I don't know what the heck this is. I found it in my pantry. Hopefully it's good. It smells good. And then I mush it all together. I usually just use my hands, but I didn't want to have to deal with getting oil and butter off of my hands. So I just mush it all together with a glove on. I usually put garlic and rosemary on them too, but I don't have time for that today, so we're just going simple. And I just put it in the oven at 425 degrees. It's gonna be in there for like 20 minutes. I'm gonna stir it up maybe a couple times while it's in there, and I'll have some crunchy, delicious treats. Ta-da! Here are my crunchy potatoes. I like to burn them, girl. They're really good with ketchup, but I'm feeling rebellious right now. We might go to the beach right now. It is a high tide, so we won't find much, but we might go just for an hour and just see if we can find anything. It's been a while since we went to the beach, but these are hitting the spot, man. Holy smokes. Daisy here ran to the camera as I picked it up. Before it was even on today, she was like, I'm getting to that camera. I need to be in the forefront of this video. Daisy, my dear, I love you. Why are you so obsessed with vlogging? The beach was fun. We didn't find much. It was high tide and it's getting into the summer months, which means less rocks, less sea glass, because the sand just covers up all of the rocks. In the wintertime, like the sand all gets pulled away and we see more of the rocks and the sea glass and the things hiding underneath. Since we're getting closer to summer, all the good stuff's gonna start to get hidden underneath all that sand. But I did find a few cool rocks. But okay, Daisy, really? But I wanted to tell you guys something that I was thinking about after we went to that pet store today. I'm curious if that's what the pet stores look like in your area. Obviously we have, you know, the typical Petco type of place, but majority of the pet stores that I grew up around and the pet stores that I've been to look like what you saw today. Just kind of like mom and pop little store with a few little pets, but not many. Well, when we did Haters Back Off, there's a scene in the first episode, the first and second episode, that takes place at a fish store, or like a tiny little pet store. And that store I was in today with Flint is like exactly the type of store I was imagining when we wrote that episode. So I really wanted a pet store that looked kind of like that. So we have this incredible location scouting team that's looking all over Vancouver, because we shot the show in Vancouver, Canada, and they were sending us pictures of tons of different pet stores. They looked really nice, really clean, really just lovely, but it wasn't the vibe that we wanted for that episode. So we actually had to build that set completely from scratch because there weren't any fish stores or pet stores that we could find that looked like that anywhere in Vancouver. I love the pet store scenes. I think they're so funny. And what's weird is that that pet store scene has come up multiple times in the last few days for me. So many things have randomly been reminding me of that scene. When I was in Paris, there was a song that started randomly playing on the radio in one of the stores we were at, and that song was a song that we really wanted to edit into a fish store scene. We couldn't get the rights to the song. It was like too expensive or something. So anyway, I haven't heard that song since we were in the editing room, so it was really weird that it started playing on the radio when we were in Paris. And then Flynn randomly said he wanted to go to a fish store today, and the fish store that we chose to go to just so happened to look exactly like the type of fish store I saw in my head when we wrote that scene. And then also there's a couple of actors in the different fish store scenes that we did, and two of the actors that were in that scene randomly have popped up on my For You page after I haven't seen them or thought about them in a while, like yesterday. So just so many things have been making me think about the freaking fish store scene in Haters Back Off. Sorry to yawn in your face, that was very rude. I'm tired and I need to go to bed, so that's what I'm gonna do, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye. You guys, I got scammed. I was looking at a video from a long time ago where I bought a bunch of stuff, I think on TikTok Shop or something, and I was opening up all this stuff on camera, and one of the things I opened up was this dress. And when I opened it, I was like shocked at how lame it was. It is nothing like what I had ordered. This is the dress, and it was like 30 bucks or something like that. So it wasn't like expensive, but it wasn't cheap. I feel like it was $30 or $40. It had this corset back that really sucked you in, and I was like, ooh, and that was the whole reason I bought it, and there's no corset back on this. Not only that, but like it's like really cheaply made. Threads are all coming out, like it's totally garbage. I didn't think too much of it. I was disappointed. I was like, I need to send that back. I need to return it because it's not what I'd ordered. It's also not the color that I ordered. But anyway, I was reading the comments on my videos and I saw a comment that said, hey, Sophia Nygaard did a video on that exact dress, like you were scammed. And I was like, what? So I went and I watched her video, and she does a whole video on this literal dress. And I think it's like 6 million views or something like that. It was very good. All her videos are always very good. But I was scammed.com, y'all. I was ripped off.edu.gov.net. Like I was scammed. So these scammer websites are making really cheap, crappy versions of this dress that you can buy at this place called House of CB, whatever that is, and it's a really fancy, nice version of the dress. And so they're remaking it, but crappy, and selling it, and sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. By the way, I ordered this a very long time ago. It took a very long time to get here, and when I finally got it, it is not anything like what I had ordered. But not only that, I went to return it, and there is no record of me purchasing this dress. I know that it went through because I see the credit taken out of my bank account, but on TikTok Shop, in my emails, everywhere where there's a record of everything that I buy. Like I get totally like duped into buying stuff on TikTok Shop all the time. And there's records of literally every single thing I have ever purchased on TikTok Shop except for this dress. And so then I was like, did I buy it on Instagram? So I looked at Instagram, no record of me buying this dress. So then I searched through my email, no record of me buying this freaking dress. No record of me purchasing this dress anywhere in sight. The only evidence that I purchased this dress is the fabric that I'm holding in my hands and the money that was stolen from my my bank account. Anyway, I've never even tried it on because I was just planning on returning it. There's no tags on this dress, literally nothing. No labels, no tags, nothing. There was no return address on the packaging. It literally just came in a little baggie and the return address like was not a real thing. And so there's literally nowhere I can even return this to. And even if I did, I'd be returning it to the abyss and I wouldn't get any money back. So the only way to get money back, I would assume, is to dispute the charges with my bank. Anyway, I was freaking scammed. And let's try on my scammer dress. Okay, let's see if it even zips up. What in the heck? How does this, what? Okay, first of all, it's too big. So the whole reason I wanted this dress was because it was supposed to like cinch you in, like corset you in like that, you know, like in the back. But because it doesn't have that corset, it is too big on me. Not only that, but this part right here, so you're gonna see my bra for a second. This has a little tie on it, right? What? I'm so confused. Is it supposed to like, I think it's supposed to like cinch this part. Okay. So it was like that. Okay, but the boob part is not even on my boobs. Like, how do I get it on my boobs? This is the bottom of my boobs. Okay, sorry, this is weird, but like, this is the bottom of my boobs. The seam that's supposed to go under my boobs is here. Are you serious? That's where the seam is supposed to go under my boobs. This is the bottom of my boob. What the heck? Levy, I got scammed. This dress, it was promoted on TikTok Shop as like this really pretty like corset dress. There's no corset on it. It's too big. And like the seams are all like coming out. And when I showed it on a vlog, the comments were like, you got scammed. That's like known as like this one big scammer dress.
Oh no.
I got scammed. I don't even know how to unzip it.
I'll unzip it.
I don't know what the last thing was that I had vlogged, but I have very exciting rock news to end this video on. Two things. One, when I was switching up my tumblers last week, I forgot to talk about this, but one of the agates that I was tumbling, or I thought it was an agate. When I came home from Paris and I was going through all of my rocks, I noticed that there were some holes in this agate. And because it was breaking and there were holes in it, and it seemed like it might be a hollow rock or something, I just set it aside because I didn't want to keep tumbling it and have it like shatter more and make more holes. But then later that night, I looked at it and it's totally a tiny geode. You know how I was like obsessively opening geodes for a few weeks? Well, I think I manifested finding my own geode because I totally did. I'll try to get a close-up of it, but like this rock inside of it is like little sparkles. I don't know what to do. I'm like, should I break it open even more? But I don't want to ruin it. My own little geode. Hello, I found this myself. And then as I was tumbling it, I noticed a hole, so I took it out. And I was gonna like just trash it because I was like, oh, there's a hole in this rock. A freaking geode. Anyway, that's exciting. But then the other thing that's exciting is that I went to my mom's house tonight to celebrate Mother's Day because I was in Paris on Mother's Day, so I went over today to celebrate Mother's Day with her. Anyway, she was like, hey, I found this weird blue rock a really, really long time ago and it's just been sitting in my backyard for freaking ever. Can you tell me what it is? This big black rock with like little tiny pieces of blue on it. And I was like, hey, it was huge. I was like, can I smash it open? Because you know I love to smash a freaking rock. So I smashed this sucker open and it is the most beautiful blue inside with like black glittery sparkles. I don't know what this rock is. I think it's something called sodalite. I've been trying to research it like all night and figure it out, but I think it's just sodalite, which is very common. It's like not even a fancy special rock. But look at that. It's like this weird blue rock with these like blue sparklies in it. Look how bright blue that is. Oh my God. And all these sparkles. What is this? Because I can't find anything online that's like blue like this, but then also has the sparkles on it. The closest thing I can find is sodalite, but I don't know. I just think this is so freaking cool. And part of me is like, oh, is this like tar? Like, is it not, like, is it oil? Is it not even, why? I don't know. I don't know what this is. Look how cool that is. What is this freaking rock? And you want to see something super cool? I doubt you'll be able to tell on camera, but look at this. Oh, it's really hard to tell, but it freaking glows. I swear it glows. And when it's wet, it's even like a brighter blue, which I need to show you. Look at this. It's so bright. Like this is before and after. Okay, so this is like dry and then wet. Look, it's like the prettiest, brightest royal blue. What is this freaking rock? So I really want to try to tumble this, but it seems like a softer texture of a rock or whatever on the hardness scale as what I typically tumble. Like I usually tumble jaspers and different kinds of quartz and agate and chalcedony and stuff that like it's a pretty hard, durable rock. Like it's on the 8 of the hardness scale. I know I'm a nerd, but like this seems really soft. It breaks similar to like how obsidian shatters and breaks. And it just seems like delicate. Like I'm afraid if I put it in the tumbler, it'll just ruin it. But like, what if I could polish this and it looked like this, like all the time? Are you kidding? I'm literally obsessed with it. Like, it's so cool. I've never found a rock like this before, ever in my life. I still have never found a rock like this. My mom found this rock. Look how sparkly that is. What are you, Sparkle Town? I need to get them all wet so you can see them again. How is that a rock? I'm obsessed. And I didn't even take the whole rock home. Like I have a bunch of pieces of this blue rock here. The majority of the rock is still at my mom's house. Like that rock was huge. Look how cool that is. Oh my God. It's even prettier when it's wet. But see how like you can see my flashlight through it? It shines through it. What are you, magical rock? Are you serious? I am fascinated. I don't understand what these rocks are and I need to know. You are a genius about rocks and you know what these rocks are. Please tell me. When I finally narrowed it down to sodalite being the most likely rock that this is, I searched the word sodalite. First thing that popped up for me was sodalite brings emotional balance and calms panic attacks. It enhances self-esteem, self-acceptance, and self-trust. I never had a panic attack in my life until I was pregnant with the twins. I had my first panic attack, and then I had a lot of panic attacks in the last year, like debilitating, terrifying. My face went numb, fainted, like really bad. There were a few times where I almost had to be hospitalized. That's how bad the panic attacks got. Eric also suffers from panic attacks from time to time, so the fact that this helps with panic attacks, I've never heard of a stone just like helping with panic attacks. But then my little rock app, there's this little section where it's like, people often ask these questions. What is sodalite used for? It's like, oh, gemstones and whatever. And then who can wear sodalite? Interesting. Let's see what that says. Look at that. Sodalite works best for artists, actors, and performers. What? This is magical stone. Anyway, I'm having fun with my rocks tonight and I'm gonna go, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. I might post the like Taylor Swift raw footage from the concert tomorrow, or I might do a tortilla talk. I don't know which I'm gonna do, but please leave tortilla talk questions below in case I do the tortilla talk. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.